welcome to the show, Cooking with Carlos, and today's episode is staying fit in the entertainment industry. And today we have a special chef, and that would be Nancy Van Hook. Yeah. And what
to be here.
Oh yeah. You'll need to speak up a little bit.
Okay.
So today it'll be my first time, but we are cooking all vegan / organic food today. And so what are we cooking today?
Well, this is going to be vegetarian enchiladas.
Okay, let's check this out.
And what I made is a mix of a melody of beans, some potatoes, peppers, corn, onions, garlic, all put in together.
Wow.
I probably made a little bit too much, but we can always make
it's
more
never
later.
too much. Don't worry. My DP, the guests, and us, we'll eat all this up. Don't worry.
But it's going to be delicious.
Yes.
You won't even miss the meat. So.
Oh, awesome. And then I believe you have this prepared.
Yes, I'm going to make a sangria. I made a sangria here.
Yeah.
This is red wine, and I put some oranges, some limes, some lemons, apple with some cinnamon sticks, and then I'm going to put a little tonic water, and I also put a little bit of agave in there, and eventually add a little bit of a Grand Marnier.
Awesome. When do you think this is ready? Because I'm dying to drink it.
Well, we can try it now.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Because I gotta have something to drink.
It's been sitting here for a little bit.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Grand Marnier.
So
Sure.
Yeah, I'll let you do your thing. There you go.
Pour a little bit of that in.
So how I grabbed Nancy is I found her little inspirational video on social media, and I reached out to her. And you've had a hurdle in your life.
Yes.
So, and you've turned it around, and that's what you're inspiring.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're inspirational, and the fact that go ahead, you just keep doing this.
It was kind of fizzy. I didn't want it to overflow. Letting it kind of calm down.
She actually has a book on Amazon, which we'll cover later in the episode.
There we go. Put a little bit of tonic water.
Yes.
And we'll mix it up just a bit.
Okay.
And this is our sangria.
This is awesome.
Give it a try.
You know, my roommates would love this because they're Mexican.
Well, hopefully, I don't know if we'll have any left for them though.
Oh no, you're fine. They're fine.
Yeah, they can have some.
Yeah, I look. Okay, and then
there we go.
now do you
get a little bit of fruit in there?
Yeah. Well. Oh, I can't wait to drink this. Because if you notice, it's a casual environment.
I'll give you an orange. Would you like a little orange with it?
Orange? If you can get an orange, do you want
one out of there?
Okay.
I'll get a spoon and grab it there.
Do you mainly cook at your household, or do I need to put this back on?
Mainly yes. I enjoy it. Cooking. It's I've been learning how to cook Mexican. I traveled to Mexico for 24 years. So.
Thank you for being here. You travel. I'm sorry.
To our health, right?
Yeah, to our health.
Always.
Yes. This
health and happiness.
Yeah, there you go. Cheers. Yes, this is great.
It tastes good, huh?
It really does.
A little cinnamony. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Wow, that's good stuff.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So what I did is I prepared the vegetables.
Okay.
And all fresh organic vegetables and fruits, and now I'm going to go to the...
Now, before you go over there, where do you do your main shopping?
I like to shop at Fresh Time because I love their vegetables there. Because they have a bigger variety of organic vegetables.
Organic, okay. That's...
And fruit and vegetables, yeah.
Okay.
I like their... I know that there are other stores that do have it, but I seem to find a better variety there at Fresh Time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're going where? Over there?
We're going to go to over here, and I'm going to make the quinoa.
Okay.
I'm going to make the quinoa.
Okay.
And this is a mixed rice. I got quinoa and brown rice, so that's very healthy.
Oh wow.
And we're going to make that. It's very filling, so when you eat it, you don't need to eat a lot of it. It does fill you up.
Okay.
So I'm going to first get the onions going.
Okay.
And garlic.
Okay.
Thank you, good. And I'm going to first put in some oil.
Okay.
Some olive oil. And you know, I don't really measure anything. I just put a little.
Oh, I've learned that with other chefs. They don't use measuring cups. They just kind of
Just
eyeball
put
everything.
enough in there because I know I'm going to be cooking the brown rice too.
This, I say, is a California olive that you like to use a lot.
I like that because it's pure olive oil. It's not like I trust it because I know it's a brand from California.
Okay.
And they don't put anything else in there but our olives. Sometimes you might get a mixture of vegetable oil with the olive oil, and I don't really want that. So you just do your research.
Yeah. Okay.
You find out the California olive oil is the best.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I get the oil hot, and then I'm going to put in the onions and garlic.
Okay.
And we're going to cook that.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait until it gets hot, nice and warm.
Alright, so now, have you been part of the entertainment industry at some point?
Yes, I have been modeling since the age of, I was in my about 30 something when I first started. Of course, I went to Barbizon Modeling Agency where I got started.
Yeah.
And I went there actually to take some classes on, etiquette, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody can use a little bit of etiquette.
Of course.
Learn some manners and how to walk and present yourself, and how to open a door, walk through a door, how to sit down in a car,
yeah.
How to get out of a car.
So how did you? So that's how you got started.
Yes. Yeah. So then, Monica Salivi is the agent there.
Yeah.
So what I started, she kind of liked me, and I ended up modeling and getting my composite cards together, which takes time. Yeah, it takes time.
Well, it takes money.
It takes money, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so once I started to work jobs there,
well, you got your money back.
Then I can start, and you get opportunities there where you can work with other photographers that are like you, starting out.
Yeah.
You trade your talent for a picture.
Yeah, exactly.
And you work in the industry. So I just kept working in it. And
obviously you enjoyed it.
I loved it. So at the time I was able to do it, and I was also working another job, but
well, it's a balance when you start in this industry. Mm-hmm. You know, whether you're in a relationship, marriage, or you got your full-time job.
Right.
But when you have a passion for this kind of field, you do whatever it takes.
Right.
You know.
Right. Well, and you have to do a lot of networking.
Yes. Which I've explained in other episodes. That's the number one I always tell people is to network.
Absolutely, because the more people you know in the business.
Oh, not only you get your name out there, but
right.
possibly you get booking more jobs.
Right.
You know? So yeah.
And that was the thing that I was trying to do, and I was doing runway shows. I was doing. I started off doing runway shows and promotional kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then from promotion, I was doing car promotions. I was doing anything that you could do out there.
You sound like really busy at the time. Well, that's good.
I was doing it full time, but then I started to do I got into photo shoots.
Okay.
And then I was on a bus ad. I was on billboards. I just started to do all kinds of things, and then eventually I started to work myself into video.
Okay.
Doing card dent, wizard dents, and just whatever they needed.
Yeah.
And Dent Wizard, that was the name of it. And then I did one for Infamil where I was a pregnant. I wasn't really pregnant, but they put
they're one of those
maternity outfits.
Yeah.
So I had to pretend pregnant, and it was for Infamil vitamins for women that were pregnant.
Yeah.
And then that one was hilarious. And then from there I started to I started to get into movies and things like that, because there was John Brandon came into town, and he's also written books and is making movies also in this industry. And I did a movie with him as just a fill-in, as background kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And but it's fun, right?
And long hours.
Yes.
Long hours.
Weekends.
Oh. of jobs on the weekends?
I was working weekends. I was doing lots of, you know, when you want to get your name out there, you start doing some interesting things like promotional work.
Yeah.
And then I was doing, right now I'm putting in organic vegetable broth. I'm just trying to measure. And so I would do promotional work, and sometimes I would waitress at parties, like nice parties.
Yeah.
And things like that. And once people like you and get to know you,
well,
then
just presenting yourself as a nice individual, you get more gigs that way.
Oh yeah.
So
I was getting paid for something.
Yeah.
Something
So this is organic vegetable broth.
Vegetable broth.
Yeah. This is yeah.
I'm putting different spices in here. I'm putting some salt and pepper, some cumin. I love cumin.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite spices. It's like that you have there. And I also like, you know what? The spicier it is, the better, right?
Oh, yeah.
What about you?
I grew up, my dad, he loves spices.
Uh-huh.
Like everything, my mom hated it.
Really?
But, yeah, because he would put spices in everything. And,
we're gonna put these on a plate. And that way, we're staying away from wheat. And
staying away from
wheat. Yes.
Why is that?
Well, it's been over produced, and it's not the same kind of wheat that we used to get. In the 1970s is where they started to grow this. They changed everything about the genetics of the wheat. Yeah. Okay. And then that's how we, in the 1980s, it turned into our obese,
Air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where people were eating,
Yeah. I'm so glad. I'm grateful for my parents, even though I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
They forced us to eat healthy.
Yes.
And my dad, yeah, he would always fix healthy meals. Although my sister never, she disliked it.
High fructose corn syrup. You see that ingredient on that, and that is really bad for your digestion. You can't even digest that. So then it goes right to the hips, and don't go wants that. Right?
No,
Or to your
especially if
tummy.
you're in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
So it's amazing that you say you do a lot of work on the weekends, because I know I have an agent, and most of the auditions or gigs are usually during the week and during the day, which is really hard when you have a 9-to-5 job, and it's like, hey, last second. I'm like,
Right, you gotta
I
be
can't.
there.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't call off right away.
Right.
You know? Oh wow, that's different.
I'm just gonna tell you it's a little hot. I put a little oil. Yes, I know this. This is olive oil. So this is how the Mexicans do it.
You know,
Seriously, I've never seen
I've never seen this done before.
I've been to Mexico in the last 24 years in a row, and this is how we do it.
Wow.
this. Go to the west side of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we put in a little bit of oil, turn it over, it gets it a little soft,
Okay.
and then you're more able to roll it better.
Oh, okay. You know, I was explaining. I have Mexican roommates, and they got on me like, Carlos, what are you doing? I'm eating my burrito. I was like, no, you have to heat your tortillas.
Yes.
And they said it's easier to wrap, I guess. And I'm like,
So the tortilla too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's.
We're gonna put the vegetable filling inside.
Uh-huh.
Now, we're not gonna be able to heat it up too much, or else it'd be harder to roll. So when
Do we need to heat up the oven?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Warm, I guess? I don't know.
350.
Oh, 350, okay.
Or 400. 350 probably.
Okay.
And then I just kind of put some cheese in it,
Okay.
and then you roll it up to a nice size, and then you
This
eat it like that. Okay. And this is it's really easy to do. It doesn't take that long. By the time I'm done doing this, the oven should be warm. I will need a plate for that on top. And I want to turn it down. Yes.
Oh, plate.
After about 20, 25 minutes, right?
Okay.
And
And you're waiting for it to be golden brown
A little
on the
golden
top.
brown on the cheese, yes.
Okay.
And then we have the quinoa. I'll get that kind of.
Okay. So how I discovered Nancy is I saw an inspirational video that she did on social media,
Yes.
and I was intrigued by it.
I was
And
being very raw.
Yeah, it was very raw, let me tell you. How you went through, was it a divorce?
Yes.
Okay. And then you went through a spiral, and then you kind of lifted yourself up.
Yes.
And from that, you wrote a book, right?
Yes.
And this is the book, okay?
My
And
intimate journey to self.
yes, I've actually started reading it. It's very good, and then
you.
you can purchase this on Amazon. I will post a link on this video down below.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You want to explain about this book?
Yes, it's My Intimate Journey to Self, and I have a YouTube channel. And there I pretty much talk about awakenings, spiritual awakenings, the symptoms I had, and this happened to me in 2010. And at that time I was married, in the process of a divorce. It was a very hard decision to make for me because I was pretty traditional and I love families and I wanted to keep the whole family together. But you know, in today's modern society, it just was a very hard decision to make for me because I didn't want to ruin my daughter's life. But in the meantime, I was living in a $400,000 home. I had a country club, I had a pool, I had a golf course, living a good life. And
Wow.
I had a very nice car. So it was a very hard decision to make for me because this means I was going to break up my family. It means I was going to have to.
Was it here or
Yes, it was here in
Florida?
in Missouri.
Missouri. Okay.
So, but then I ended up. I was at a job where I worked with disabled children. I was in the modeling industry. I like to keep busy. I'm a very active person. So in the meantime, I was writing a book.
That's good.
But so it took me a summer to write all this together because I thought it was something that I need to document that I was going through. I had some really tough feelings. I had been through some situation where I went to a class reunion and an old lover came involved, and but I was getting emotionally involved. But it was just became where I had to really look at my life and make some realistic decisions. That my husband's not in love with me. We haven't been in love why did we get married? And even though I loved him, it was hard for me. It wasn't a mutual kind of love. So.
Yeah.
So anyway, but everybody knows this story. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, and you can't really. My daughter and I got into some counseling. My ex-husband, we all did as a family. But then some real stuff came out, and we needed to make that decision for a split.
Yeah.
And I did it. I got some lawyers. I got some counseling, and decided this is probably best for the whole family.
Yeah.
And even though it was a very hard decision for me to make.
Yeah. I
was married to him for 24 years.
Oh wow.
And he was from Mexico, and I ended up running into another person from India, and he was saying we were soulmates and all, but I was like, I so don't need a relationship right now.
Yeah.
And even though I did travel to India, because I thought it was an opportunity for me to grow, and but it really was a friendship, and how many friends do you need? You need lots of them.
Yeah,
right?
you
So,
really do.
yeah.
And no, I understand the whole divorce thing. I just went through a recent divorce. I don't believe in divorces, but
I
mean,
don't either.
I grew up where my mom and dad are still married. I'm gonna say 35, 40 years now.
Yeah.
And it was a tough decision, but I mean, you got to do what's best for you as well. But yeah. I've noticed. I read in your book you like to work with disabled children,
yes.
and I think that's amazing.
Thank you.
That one of the agencies that I was through, I volunteered because they some kind of event with a disability where kids were in wheelchairs, and
Oh yeah.
I went there, and it
Right
was
there.
eye-opening.
I'm right there with them.
I'm
Yeah.
eye-opening, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So that's great. And then you're part of the modeling and film industry, so you always try to keep busy. Because I'm at that stage, like, what do I do?
Right.
Because you used to have a life, but now I'm just trying to get back into what I do, you know, which is the film stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, that's amazing. You're doing an amazing job.
Oh, thank you. So,
This is how they make them in Mexico. And when I was living there, they taught me how to make rice and how to make enchiladas, all the Mexican food. So I learned that.
so you obviously like to cook. So who inspires you?
Oh, well, my favorite cook is Julia Childs.
Okay.
I like her goofiness, her sense of humor. I love being around people that love to laugh.
And that's good.
Yeah.
And laughter is good in just as a human person.
Mm-hmm. Because I can be pretty darn serious sometimes.
Yes, yes. And just for the record, this is the first time I'm eating vegan food.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll pass it around. There we go. We need
Make sure
utensils.
these are...
Yeah.
Yep. But I became, like I said, I became vegetarian. The only difference between vegetarian and vegan is that you have to give up your cheese and eggs.
Ooh,
And
eggs. That's tough.
yes. And of course, I love my cheese still right now. I did start giving up meats long time ago. I gave up pork was the first thing. Then I gave up beef. Then I gave up chicken. Then I gave up fish. So then you're down to vegetarian. But you can do so much with it. Look at in India when I was there, the most delicious vegetarian foods. There's a lot of vegetarians there. It's very spicy and delicious. And you can do like what I'm doing right now. Instead of filling it with meat, you just fill it with some vegetables. And you can make fajitas too that way.
I'm gonna take a bite of this because this looks really amazing. And this would be my first time eating like this. This looks amazing. And it smells really, really good.
Got some cheese on there.
there we
Sorry
go.
about that.
No, you're fine. So this smells really good. So I'm gonna take a bite of this. And okay, this is what I'm taking a bite of?
Quinoa.
Quinoa? Okay.
It's delicious. You can put a little lemon on there. Here, you gotta do this.
Yeah.
Okay. And you gotta put a little bit of cilantro.
Cilantro, I love cilantro.
And a little bit of
Adds
peppers.
color to your food.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Dress it up. Ladies, do you want some? And you can also put some, I forgot to put some, if you want lettuce too. Ladies, do you want some lettuce on it? There you go.
Okay, look at that.
Some lettuce on your enchiladas.
Oh, I can definitely,
that.
I can definitely taste that spice. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in today
Oh, you're welcome.
and sharing your story and your journey. And guys, if you want to pick up this book, it's on Amazon. And like I said before, I'll leave a link down below on this video. So coming up is our two special guests, and they're both fitness trainers, and they've been in the industry as well. Mala and actress, Dawn and Countess. Thank you. Count, okay. So they'll be joining us in a few minutes, okay? And thank you again.
Oh, you're
for coming.
welcome.
And this has been a pleasure. This is amazing
anytime.
food. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Carlos Hagene, and we are joined by our two special guests, Dawn Bradley and Countess. And you guys are both fitness trainers, but you're also models and actresses in the business. So talk to me about when you guys became fitness trainers, and why did you want to become fitness trainers?
Okay, well, my journey started, I've been teaching for 25 years, but I grew up in a gym. My mom was a gym rat, so my I grew up in the back of a gym with my little mat, and
Oh, nice.
so it was kind of something that was kind of grew up with me. And by the time I was 17, I taught
Kind
my
of branched
first
off.
taught my
Yeah.
first kickboxing class. So.
Kickboxing.
Kickboxing.
Man, I had that class before. Man, that really kicks your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're always moving. And what
Yeah.
about you?
I'm new to the fitness world. I've been in the fitness world about a year, and I kind of started when I got inducted into the Hall of Fame for track and field. So I started in high school. with
Track and
mine.
field.
Yeah, I'm a sprinter.
Nice.
Well, was a sprinter.
Yeah. And in case you hear that background, that is my cat Star. So just ignore that. Okay, so you guys are both. We had a chef earlier, Nancy. She cooked us this amazing food. She's vegan, and you guys are vegan slash. Oh no! Hold on.
Baby.
Yeah.
She wants to get in.
Yeah. 1 second.
Uh-oh,
Let's
you
do
got me.
this. Let's do this.
She's like, I smell all this good food.
So she cooked this amazing food. I'm actually taking a bite, but it's a little bit spicy.
All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She had a great story. You see, you can tell it's spicy. Yeah.
That's
Very
good.
good.
So you guys do modeling and acting, right?
Correct.
So tell me about any current projects you guys are doing.
Well, I've recently done a couple commercials, and I've got a few movies that I'm in that are going to be filming here soon.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And what kind of roles do you prefer to do?
Right now I've got a lead coming up in one, and then also background. So,
Oh, okay.
I do
Yeah.
it all.
Keep it busy. And you have an agent, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
And that would be
Now Talent.
Okay. I actually I'm with her as well.
Yeah.
I've been with her since 2009, I think, and she's
Yeah.
amazing. April.
Yes.
And what about you?
I have given entertainment a break. My main focus is my clients and just to be able to give back and inspire people. I lost my mother to cancer, and that really stems my passion just to help people live a healthier life. I am getting my regular clients involved in fitness videos for my website,
Okay.
just to bring regular looking people
Yeah.
into just being on camera and having a passion for film, or working out and stuff like that, incorporating that all together.
Well, I saw a little segment on Fox 2 News. You were part in the fitness training. I thought that was amazing. So I know St. Louis is a small market, but do you guys work outside of St. Louis? Do you have clients as far as your fitness trainer, or do you as far as also acting in other films outside of St. Louis?
I think with some outside of St. Louis, I've done a few in Illinois. I haven't gone too far. Like she said, but fitness is my baby. That's my number one. So
Yeah.
it's kind of, for me to, depending on the day I have to take off, depending on how many people I have to reschedule
Yeah.
or get into that mess. So, but yeah, just kind of depends.
Yeah.
I did have a movie go to Los Angeles. It was kind of premiered in Hollywood. It was called Eyes Don't Lie, and I was the lead actress. I was taken captive.
Oh, okay.
I was
Okay.
a victim of Stockholm Syndrome in the film. So
Okay.
it was the first film where everything was ripped away as far as makeup, and I
Oh, it was raw.
It was raw. I had to
Wow.
cry.
Oh, wow.
I'm often typecast, so that was something that really took me out of my element.
But that's good though.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was
so
awesome.
yeah, that's good. So, even though we had a vegan chef, and you guys are both vegan / organic, right?
I'm full vegan and organic.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is my first take on this,
Okay.
and it's really good.
It is
I like
very
it.
good.
So, what made you guys decide to be vegan?
So for me, when I was a little kid, my mom was making this pork dish, and it was pink and pretty, and I stuck my fingers in it, and she said, "Oh my gosh, go wash your hands, you're gonna get worms." And I was like, "There's worms in that?" And she was like, "Oh, just go wash your hands, they cook out." And I was like, "Ew." And for me, it was just, I never wanted to eat meat, but then I was told it wouldn't grow right. So when I found out I could live as a vegetarian, that was it. Easiest decision I ever made. And then after my thesis paper in college, I basically learned about furthering it, how much better it was to get all animal products out and that turned me vegan.
I'm not saying I'm gonna turn vegan, but I'm slowly learning the process of how our meat comes, and it's like it's saddened. So I'm trying small steps because Nancy said it's a discipline.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I may get there someday, but I'm taking small steps.
That's the best way to go.
You know,
for sure.
so yeah. I mean, since I moved here and I changed my milk. I no longer drink milk. I drink almond milk.
Same.
Yeah, and I think it's great, and it's healthier. You know, so
Yeah.
that's great. So what about you? Like,
I'm pescatarian. I'm definitely working on getting on your level. That's goals.
yeah,
So I do mostly vegetarian, maybe fish 2 to 3 times a week, and it all came from just how it made my stomach feel. After I had my son, I have a 4-year-old, I had a hernia, and I noticed the bulge in the hernia come through when there's a lot of meat in my system.
Oh, okay.
And without it doesn't bother me at all. Without meat, I don't have any problems, and I didn't want to have to watch how much I lift.
Yeah.
Or my exertion for exercise because of it, and now because of that I don't, and then I would have knee pain from inflammation from meat.
Yeah.
Gone. Totally.
Nice.
Totally gone.
Huh. But recently I started playing softball again. It's been like 12 years. But man, I have pain in my knee. You know, I'm getting older now, and it's like one of my coaches is like, you should try CBD oil. I didn't know what that was. Yeah, I made a post and it blew up, and yeah, I'm not sure about that. So I maybe have to go in this route, you know.
Yeah, and you can get all the nutrients you need, and it's funny because people are always like, oh, if you're vegan, you're going to be deficient in B12. Well, the funny thing is, if you're a meat eater, you're deficient in B12 too, because the animals get their B12 from the plants they eat.
Yeah.
And we're all deficient in B12 because of our soil.
Yeah.
So everyone should be taking a B12 supplement.
Huh, B12.
Yes, but you do not get your B vitamins from animals.
Oh.
They get it from the
The
plants.
plants.
Okay.
They're the middleman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So, where do you go shopping for your ingredients? Considering that you guys are...
I love Fresh Time. I love Fresh Time. I love Whole Foods. I do feel like Fresh Time is kind of like a mini Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And I also like Trader Joe's.
Oh,
So
Trader
they're
Joe's.
really those are kind of my top 3 places to shop.
Yeah, we went shopping. I went shopping with the chef yesterday, and that's
Yeah.
where she chose to shop over in O'Fallon.
Yep.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing that the healthy food, you have to pay more. When some people, most Americans, they just go to McDonald's or some fast food restaurant, it's like less than $5.
Right.
And it's not really good for you. Because I think I learned that eating fast food, it drains your energy. Like, you're tired right away. So yeah, I always try to cook. So, you know, okay. What advice would you give to young talents that's upcoming in this film industry as being a model or an actress?
Have boundaries. Know what you want. You know.
Boundaries, yes.
It's a really big deal. Set your intentions on what type of film you want to do, commercials you want to do, and stick to it. Have goals.
Yeah.
That's what-
And be professional.
Very.
That's, showing up on time. And I can't tell you how many sets that I've been on that people left early because, the shoot was supposed to go till 6 p.m. or something, and ended up going over up and left.
Oh,
And it's just like things had to get reshot, because,
Yeah.
so,
It's
so
tough.
definitely be professional.
Yeah.
And take the free jobs because you can not only network, it's experience, it will stem into more because a lot of people are always like, oh, I don't want to work for free, but I've taken jobs that I didn't get paid for. It stemmed into big paying jobs or networked. It's all experience.
I find it a balancing life for sure, but this is the passion you guys, like and whatnot. I mean, it's my passion. It keeps me going, and I get to meet new people at the same time. So I want to thank you guys for coming in and sharing your values and part of your the journey in this, and the fact that this is an amazing food. So
Yes,
yeah,
very
it's
good.
amazing. So thank you guys
Yeah,
for
thanks
coming
for
in.
having us.
Thank you guys for tuning in. And thank our special guest and special chef Nancy. I will provide all the links. Go to subscribe, like my page, and you can also go on Facebook, Cooking with Carlos. the episode will be released on my channel, and also some behind-the-scene pictures on the fan page, Cooking with Carlos. All right, guys, if you want to find out who these guys are, Don and Countess, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get that, but eventually I will. It's unique. I'll provide all the information on the fan page. So thank you guys for watching, and next time we'll see ya.